Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. I'm going to start off with drawing out a major arcana from the Magical Dogs Tarot to see what major theme or idea it is that the universe and your spirit guides would like to talk about. Then I'm going to get a minor arcana from the same deck to see what detail of this major event or thing the universe and your spirit guides want to highlight. And to end the reading, I'm just going to get one card from this box of cards that I have. These are cards that I made myself, if you didn't already know. But yeah, this reading is going to be shorter than how long I've been recording, because I'm just feeling tired today. It's a Thursday, close to the end of the week, so it makes sense. But let's see what major arcana comes through for you. Well, actually, before I get your card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay. Just let it go, because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you, either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. And also, if you're interested, if you'd like to join or be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. So we have the Chariot. So there is a major event or theme in your life related to standing up for yourself, taking back your power, having more control over your life rather than your fears. This card also has the number 7 on it. Also, if you hear background noise or anything, there's people watching TV in the other room, so don't worry about it. I mean, if it bothers you, this might not be your reading. But yeah, the Chariot has the number 7 on it. I definitely feel here that through taking back your power and standing up for yourself, using your voice, making how you feel clear is definitely helping you learn things and gain wisdom. And I just saw 222. It's also bringing more balance and stability, especially on an emotional level. I think the universe and your spirit guides want you to know that the work that you are doing, it's far bigger than your immediate circumstances. I am feeling something here about a ripple effect. Know that even if it's not obvious or direct, you are making a difference, and the work that you are doing matters a lot. I also felt drawn to the light here, and then I realized that the sun is in the background too, so that does make me think that you are illuminating something, more confirmation of learning and gaining wisdom. You might be lighting the way for yourself and ultimately lighting the way for other people. I saw 321. So trust that everything happens for a reason, that you are being called to do what you are doing for a reason. It feels like what you're doing is sacred, and it feels like your ancestors are coming through to remind you that you're not the first one to be on this journey. This has been a long battle for humanity for hundreds of thousands of years. I saw 345 as well, so another sign there to trust that everything happens for a reason. You are being called to lead the way for a reason. This definitely gives me like chosen one type of energy. And the number 10 just came through. I'm not sure, maybe that has specific meaning for you. It could be an age, maybe it's a child that you have or that you know, or maybe it was when you were 10 years old. That could be significant. I need to get a drink of water. It's also, that number for me personally is also a little bit of a sign there that the universe and your spirit guides, including your ancestors, are definitely communicating with you. So pay attention to the signs, messages, synchronicities. I just got a vision of the Notice the Signs card from the Ancestor Spirit Oracle. So it feels like your ancestors specifically are really, really trying to connect with you and communicate with you. It's funny because I've been recording a few like messages from your ancestor videos for the last few days, and I didn't do it for this one. And so it's almost like the ancestors are like, "Ooh, no, we have more to say. I'm not ready to stop talking or giving messages yet." So your ancestors are definitely with you, and they're definitely supporting you, especially the ancestors that have walked this path before you. I do get this feeling of like the torch being passed down to you, like the spiritual torch. Maybe it's like your living ancestors and family members don't understand your purpose, but the ones on the other side definitely do. That's for sure. I also interpreted the number 10 as a sign of like endings. I know that there's some tarot readers who see the number 10 as an ending because of the 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. It really feels like something here is coming to a close. You're thinking, or you should be thinking, long-term emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. Your inner world, your inner world always reflects your outer world, but since your inner world is becoming more stable emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, you're going to see your physical reality follow suit. So if you're not there yet where you're seeing your work pay off, know that that is definitely coming for you. But I didn't mean to say that like it's after you. I got a notification on my phone about a gamer uploading a video, and I got caught on the word Earth. So not only could your ancestors be trying to connect with you and reach out to you, it also feels like Mother Earth or Gaia is trying to connect with you as well. If you feel called to spend time outside in nature, in some way, maybe with animals, there's confirmation of that, especially if it's dogs, because I am using the Magical Dogs Tarot. If you have a pet that is black or white, or a mix of black and white, that could be even further confirmation for someone. Maybe you could actually have the type of dogs that are in these pictures. I want to say that this one might be a husky, but I have no idea. I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, I want to say Alaskan snow dogs. I'm not sure. Maybe you're from Alaska. You don't have to be though. Let's go ahead and move on to getting a minor arcana to see what detail the universe and your spirit guides want to point out about this Chariot. Interesting, because before I turned the card over, I heard 7 of Cups, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. So this card tells me that there is resistance to learning something new, to growing, to accepting this path. And I think the universe and your spirit guides really, really want you to look deeper at this resistance. That feels like it's like an early stage of the wisdom that you're being called to gain. It's like the first milestone that you're being called to reach is overcoming the resistance to healing and finding the courage to show up authentically and to be honest about how you feel. Hearing the 7 of Cups, I thought it was interesting because, after that would be the 8 of Cups, or the 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands, So it does feel like maybe the resistance comes from a lack of patience, because before the 8 of Cups before the 8 of Pentacles is the 7 of Pentacles, and that card is all about being patient. But when it's reversed, there's a real struggle here with patience. So trust that the work that you are doing is definitely going to pay off, but only if you stay consistent and you stay committed. Also, there's like a magical energy here. So that could be a sign. Actually, I'm just now realizing. Both of these cards, this magic here kind of reminds me of the light in this card. So there does seem to be light shining through here. Maybe you're not allowing yourself to see it. I just saw 1010. So the universe, that's a strong confirmation of the message of the universe and your spirit guides trying to communicate, connect with you. So pay attention. Pay attention, because you, like I said, this is definitely giving like chosen one type of energy. Don't doubt yourself, because you deserve to be trusted. And if you don't trust yourself, it's good to ask yourself why. Is it valid? And if it is valid, what can you do to trust yourself more? I had to cut the video there for a second because they were starting to get a little rowdy in the background and, you know, arguing, and I just didn't want that to be in the video. But yeah, while I paused the video though, I sat and, you know, thought for a second. Well, I didn't really sit, but that don't matter. I thought for a second about the reading and the numbers. A lot of messages came through while I had the video paused, which is unfortunate. But hey, everything happens for a reason. One thing I noticed, you know, I said the 7 of Cups, and then next is like the 8 of Cups. Chariot has the number 7. So I thought that was really interesting. If you see 777, that could be significant. Also, if you do feel lost or confused and you need a little more direction and clarity, I heard heal, heal, heal. Healing right now, that is your direction. That is going to give you the clarity that you need, and know that you will not be put through anything that you're not ready for, because ultimately you are in control. That's what the Chariot is about. Recognizing that you are in control. You can only be put in situations you're not ready for, at least when, you know, generally speaking. Use your judgment, but you can only be put in situations you're not ready for if you push yourself too hard into something that you are not ready for. So make sure that you are going at the pace that is right for you. If you don't want to rush into anything, then don't. I also want to say that it's good to mentally prepare yourself to be on this journey for a while. You know, I heard the long haul. And to not, you know, grind, because you're going to be doing that for a while. So it's better to pace yourself and to invest a little over time rather than a lot over a shorter period of time, because regardless of how much you invest, it's going to take a while. And I think that's why I feel like this resistance is around impatience. And I also felt something here about having the courage with the Chariot here to be patient. I think it's important to analyze why you do feel impatient. What fear does it come from? And is it rational? And if it is, what can you do to make it more manageable, more approachable? Maybe breaking things up into smaller parts, compartmentalizing, that might be helpful. But only do what works for you. The 8 on the 8 of Pentacles here, that is a smaller sign that there is something here that you need to let go. It's kind of like a background message, because I feel like you might already know that, or it's just not as important for the reading to point out. I think what's most important to point out during this reading is the resistance and recognizing that you are in control. And I saw 3, 2, 1. That's a sign to trust that everything happens for a reason. Is there anything else that I could get from this? I'm hearing heal, heal, heal again. You don't have to feel lost. You don't have to feel confused. You are in control. You have the power to bring yourself clarity and more direction through committing to understanding this resistance, and even, you know, beyond that. maybe this would be a good time to make that intentional commitment to healing, but don't be so strict with yourself about it either. Like, I used to write in my journal all the time to help me heal, and now I don't. Sometimes I do. You know, the same thing isn't going to work all the time. So be open to change. For sure. You know, on a deep level and surface level. Let's go ahead and get that last card from the cards that I made. So I believe in myself and good outcomes. I do not need to know the unknown. Yeah, that really speaks on the lack of trust here. Struggling to trust that the hard work that you're doing is going to pay off. Maybe that is why, that's the root of this resistance, a lack of faith and trust that is going to pay off. If you don't think it's going to pay off, why do you think that? And are you being honest with yourself? It feels like in general there are definitely a lot of questions here that you need to ask yourself. You need to spend more time reflecting, introspecting. The universe and your spirit guides really, really want you to look inward, especially your ancestors. Remember that they are here to support you. And I feel like for somebody, if you feel like you are connecting with a specific ancestor, trust that. Because you feel it for a reason. This card does have 999 on it and 222. We saw 222 earlier on in the reading. So if you want more balance, more stability, recognize that you are in control. And I just saw 555, a sign of change and transformation. This is about internal change. And how recognizing your power, that is so important. You have the power to heal just as much as you have the power to resist. So make a wise choice here. And think about the long-term impacts of your present decisions. We make the future now. $999 here is about, that number for me is a sign about purpose and helping the world release what no longer works. So this is really just further confirming that chosen one type of energy. There is definitely purpose in whatever journey you're being called to embrace or to embark on. You just have to trust it. You have to believe in yourself and good outcomes. I do feel a very pessimistic energy here, which it makes sense why I felt drawn to the light. There's a lot of darkness in your energy. So if you feel drawn to the light, let yourself. You don't have to be stuck in the dark all the time. Don't keep yourself in the dark. Follow the light. Follow the answers. I also heard follow the money. That might be like a specific message for someone. Follow the money. But yeah, I do not need to know the unknown. There's an important message here about how you don't have to know that, you don't have to know exactly what's going to happen to know that you're headed in the right direction. So follow your intuition and trust that where it will lead you will be good, even if there are challenging experiences along the way. But I think that is going to be the end of your reading. I really hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you liked it, hit the like button to show me that. That is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really means a lot to me, and it always makes a difference. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.